All right. Abigail, how you doing? Thank you so much for this written rationale. This is really describes things beautiful. It really gives me a great idea of where you're at in terms of your retention of the lessons we've learned and some of the learning objectives associated with the project. So I was really pleased to read this detailed writing. Save this too, because it can be used in your final project part two, as well as your journal that's coming up. These are assignments that are asking you to kind of record your experience with the assignments itself. So be sure to save those. Those will come in handy in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so the ad itself, I think it's a good looking ad. I think this is a really interesting technique, kind of tying in the yoga with the beautiful serenity of the beach. I think that right now, I think that the yoga pose is still a little bit too visible. I would still reduce the opacity of that a little bit so we can more kind of see through to the background. But that's a really interesting technique, and I think one that adds a fair amount of visual interest to the page itself. So good job there. A couple of recommendations I would say is I don't think we need this box for the type. I think that kind of compartmentalizes the page a little too much. Right now we kind of have this ambiguity over here of looking through this transparent image of the yoga girl to see the beach. So the mind is already kind of being asked to do a lot of juggling, and that's fine. It works. But I think adding this box right here kind of just muddies the waters a little bit. I would reduce the box. I don't think you need it. I think the type will be perfectly visible, placed on the actual ad itself. Conversely, I would say that the type size here for your body copy is just a little too large, maybe a point size or maybe two. But I would definitely recommend reducing the size a little bit of that. And then what's going to happen is you reduce the point size a little bit and then remove that purple box, that semi-transparent box. And that's going to allow the type to work in concert more, you know, more in a synergistic way, allowing it to have this reciprocal relationship with the background. So it's actually working the type into the composition as opposed to laying the type over the composition, if that makes sense. So I would definitely try that. Other than that, I think that's a good looking ad. Good work. My only other recommendation would be this. Boy, I would say this configuration right here is a little bit. Boy, what I would do here is I would keep address, phone, and website stacked at the left, and then bring this over. Make sure that St. Thomas 802, whatever that is on the second line, and not just the numbers, and then pull those in alignment with the rest of this. So we have address, phone, and website in alignment. Then you have 716 Amethyst Bay Boulevard, St. Thomas on the second line with the zip, and then you have the phone and the website. So we have some good alignment going on there. You can also probably reduce the type size of that. Well, actually, no, that would be good. But once you drop this to the second line, the width is going to reduce, so you can move this over a little bit, get it away from that logo a little bit, maybe start it right about there or so. Other than that, really great start, showing excellent proficiency. And thank you very much. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to clarify any of my comments. Thank you very much.